This is all about samples and not just sampling, but looping that sample, warping it, and time stretching. Now, the MPC has already done this for you. This software idea was created years ago by Ableton Live, and that's why a lot of DJs like Ableton Live. They can loop anything up, right? And what happens is that the software looks at your sample. It says, well, this is so long. This is 5 seconds. And these are the peaks, ups and downs, right? The transients. And if it goes this far, that's the BPM. And it knows it already. Now watch this. Let's get started. I'm going to go drag some samples up. This is a blank session. Nothing's in here. I'm going to come to here. I got a bunch of loops here. Ooh, I like that one. Okay, I'm going to drag some loops here. Let's get something we like here. Oh, the classic, right? Let's drag the classic into here. What else we got here? Let's get something else. That's quick as I don't know what. Stop that. Let's drag that one in here too. We're going to drag some samples, and you'll see some of these samples actually have BPMs tied to them. So I'm going to bring a few of these samples in here and see what we can do with them. Grab this. Now this is my big, huge loop set here. I got tons of loops, old school loops, new school loops, whatever it is. Not that one. How about No Mercy? Oh, that's slow as I don't know what. Let's go with this one. It's a lot of reverb on it. Let's drag that one in here too. That sounds cool. What else we got in here? We got, what's this one here? Nope, we're gonna get Rekka maybe. Oh, the classic. Oh yeah, my mama loves that beat. Let's drag this one out of here too. We got 5 different beats here, right? 5, okay. Let's get back to our MPC platform. Boom, there it is right there. Now, I got 5 beats right here, and if I want to see them here, I put them in my sample pool. I'm going to go here to where it says sample. No, I'll make this easier. I'm going to click right here on my software, right? And I'll just say edit. Boom. And that takes you right here to my sample editor, which you normally see also on your MPC. It looks at this thing, and it's looking at the BPM. You see, we got a little part here in the front. This is space. Notice this is so straight. The rest of this isn't that straight. This is the 0 point crossing. What the software does, it doesn't even pay any mind to this. It only wants to see these transients. These up and down. A transient, a smaller transient, smaller, a big one. Ooh, small, right? So if I come in here and I move this to right about here, I'm going to be at the beginning of that sample. I'm going to drag down to here. I want to look closely, and I'll drag down more. I want to look closer. I want to get this really on time, right? So I do not want to get too much, but just enough where I'm on that 0 point. This 0 point right there. Now I can take this. I'm going to drag it up like this now. I see my whole sample size. It's about 2 bars. I can play it from here. But I'm going to go right here and look down here. This tells me this sample is 100.03 BPM. Now what's written on here is 100. If I go to this next one, here, that says 100, 105. How about this one here? What does that say there? That says that's like about 112. No, it's really 105. So you see what's happening here. I can have named all these things, but the MPC is looking at it and saying, no, this is the right BPM. Now watch this. I'm going to grab this first one here, right? It says it's like 100, and we see here it's 100.03, and I can probably play it from right here. Okay, this is pretty long, right? Let's stop. I'll press the stop button here a couple of times. I don't want all that. I'm going to get the end point here. Give me an idea of a beginning and an end. I will hit this. All right, there, good. Now hit it again. Sounds pretty cool to me right there. So now what I want to do is see that I can probably get closer to here. Perfect, like that. I can get closer, I'll move down to here. You'll see I'm almost on about pretty much before it actually gets really big and the transient grows up. So I'm gonna come back in here, I'm gonna go roll back up to the top like that, perfect. And that's the size of my sample, right? And so this is the size of the sample. I may want to extract this sample. Let me extract it out, make it easier. I'll extract it. And we'll take it out as the software goes like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I got it right here, extract it. I can rename it to here. So I'll just drop this whole thing at the end of it with this whole idea with its BPM for 1. And I'll go to here. And go to here. I'll put down new. Right? And I'll go do it. So now extract the part out. Extract the whole part. Here it is right here. This is the whole sample size, right? Pretty simple stuff to do. I got a beginning and have an end. I can loop this sample here in the software, but I already know what the BPM is. Now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go right over here to where it says main mode. I'm gonna put the sample and drag it to a pad. I'm gonna drag it to this pad right here. It's dragged to pad number 13. So now I've dragged my sample here. 2, 2, 3, 4, stop. 2-bar phrase, obviously. I want to come in here and make sure I'm 2 bars here for my sequence. I'll click right here. I want to create an event. Okay, I'm going to take this and drag this out so it's fully seen, the 2 bars right here. And now what I want to do is play it back. Now it says it's at 100, right? So I'm going to come to here and make it 100. And it said 0.08. I'll use that for now. I've got this. Now it should play it back. My metronome's on too. And now I'll just press play. We start from the top. The metronome's playing along with it, right? I'll bring the sound down. And so you know the metronome's perfectly in tune with it. Okay, good, we looped it. That's no big deal because the MPC told us what the BPMs were. Let's stop this. So now what I want to do, I want to warp this sample. I want to play it at maybe 90 or 120 or 80. You never know, right? So in order to do this, it's very simple. I'm here in the grid section of the main mode. What I want to do is go to where it says wave. I get here to wave, and now I can see the sample, see? So when I got the wave here, I made sure I selected the sample right here in the grid. I go to here, and now we see that sample appear right here. The name of the sample is here. How many layers are possibly here? None at all. We have a tail length, none at all. We have a start point, right? And so up to here, we also have warp. We have the BPM, see? The BPM it figured out, MPC knew the BPM. That BPM is 100.08. This is easy. Too easy, right? I looped it already. Now I want to warp it. Since we know the BPM and the MPC says that's the BPM, I'm just going to press warp here. Now I'm going to press play. Hey. Now I'm going to change the BPM. Let's go to 120. Metronome's right, BPM's right. Let's go to 190. Let's go to 90 rather. It doesn't make a difference what BPM I go to. The software is expanding and contracting the sample in a manner that allows it to play the sample perfectly in time since it understands the loop value. That was easy because the MPC's already done the work for us. Now, the next part's even easier. Same thing, actually. This is too easy. The reason why we want to time stretch is because when we keep warping these things out, they act funny. They sound weird. Like, let me go back here to this again. That's 90. Let's go down to 70 and play it back. Yeah, it's got that weird sound to it. Let me turn the metronome off too. And you can hear it. I'll go back to the original tempo. The original sound. The snare snaps better. The bass drum has more of that bottom to it. So the problem we have with using the warping, the further we get away from the original tempo, the sample tends to have this weirder sound. And so for us to keep something, for example, you bring a singer in or a rapper in, it sounds good to them at a certain tempo, but you will not like hearing back that warping over and over. And so what we want to do at that point, they like that tempo, we want to make it permanent. What we do here is we time stretch it. So we're going to take it like this and like that. And this is going to be permanent like this. We're going to bake it. It's going to be good, right? So let's do this real quick. We're going to come back into our mode here, which is going to be our sample play, right? Our sample right there. And then we'll get to here. And I want to do time stretching. So I go to time stretching here, boom. And this comes up. Whether it's on your standalone or your software, this is where it comes up right here. This is the process sample, and this is our time stretch. You see it right there. You'll see here, that says 8 beats. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4 is one measure. So if I have 2 measures, I have 8 beats, obviously. You'll see here that the original tempo here is 100.08. I can make a brand new tempo. Let's say I may want to have this play. I'm going to drag up here. You'll see me dragging up here. See I'm changing tempo right there? That's pretty cool. All right, come here and say I want to be, let's say, maybe 110, right? And right there, I dragged up to 110 real easily. Sometimes you have to click inside there and actually put the number in, but we're at 110. You'll see here the ratio changed from 100 to 109.9. It's the ratio change. So now what I want to do is make a sample or change this sample and make it do that again. Normally, I'd probably make a copy of the sample and then I would okay, let me try this right now. But I don't care because we have undo. I love undo. So I'm going to press do it. That was quick. Is that right? I'm going to go to here first of all and hope it can do 110, boom, 100. I'm going to turn the metronome on. I'm going to go over to this side right here and play start. See, that's kind of weird, right? Now, here's the problem. I'm here in the sample section. I'm going to go back to here. I got to turn this off right here, right? Turn that off totally now. And now I'm going to play it back. That's 110 permanently right there. I love it. And that's time stretching. I want to keep that permanently. I don't want to change it. The rapper comes back in, when they come back to vocals, or they go to the studio, no matter what, it's going to be 120. All right? So that's the difference between warping and time stretching, and the MPC has it all figured out for you. All you got to say is that, I want the sample to be this when I time stretch it. Okay, if I'm going to warp it, I want to find out what the BPMs are. I chop it up. The Akai software lets you know what to do right there in the bottom. This is so easy to do. Any questions, hit me up at sampleKings.com. I will teach you directly a whole bunch of real dope tricks, I know, if you need to know that stuff too. But also, you can also subscribe as I keep throwing these videos out. Winter time's coming, we're going to lock it in. Any questions, hit me up. I'll see you in the next one, and do your homework.